Red Dead Redemption 2 has finally been unveiled and the trailer looks flipping awesome. Here to dissect it today is Mr. Gareth Evans.
Hello.
And myself, Mike Williams. Gareth, what did you make of that trailer?
Wow, amazing. Absolutely. Has everyone else
lost
aboard the
for
hype
words?
train? Yeah, totally aboard the hype train. I bought my tickets and in full motion.
It really looks incredible. There was a lot of vistas, a lot of things hinted at, as you'd probably expect. You know, we kind of predicted beforehand what would be in it, and a lot of the things that we thought would be in it were in it. But, you know, that doesn't mean we aren't incredibly excited about it.
Okay, let's start from the very beginning. Opens it with a cowboy riding over the horizon during the sunrise. Beautiful vista.
Yeah, classic kind of scene for a western, that, isn't it? It sets the scene perfectly, doesn't it? A guy on a horse with a cowboy hat.
Does this mean that this is you? Is this you? Is this like the main character? Does this mean that there's not 7 characters playable? Is this just 1 character playable? That's the question running through my head at this point.
I don't know. I think it's very much like the GTA trailer, the first one they showed. They barely showed any of the main characters in that at all, if I remember right. I think it was just one of them.
Yeah,
I think it was
Michael.
Yeah, so I don't think if the main character was in this trailer, it would have been a very glancing hint, I think. So I'm not too sure.
This is a glancing hint. The guy on the horizon.
Yeah, I guess so.
But okay, let's move on to the next scene. Next up, you've got a couple of scenes. You've got a ranch. You've got a grassland scene. Let's stop out the ranch for a second. What do you make of that? It looks like there's some. Are they cows in the field there?
Yeah. I think there was some of that in the original Red Dead Redemption, and that was awesome. It just took you out of the action for a little bit, and it was something completely different. I don't think I've ever herded cattle in a game before.
Yeah.
And they made it work. It was enjoyable.
It's hinting at that. So maybe this is just setting the scene. These next few shots.
It's just, that's what it's all about, isn't it? You think of westerns, you think of kind of life in the West and all that, and that's what it's all about, and that's what the game is trying to capture for you. And this is what the trailer's showcasing, like, really, really well. Can we just talk about the graphics as well for a second?
Yeah,
just looking at this.
The mountainous valley scene with the woodland and the rolling rivers.
Yeah, I think if any one scene in this trailer is captured in game, then wow, they're onto something.
Yeah, let's cross our fingers, but like reserve hope. I'm not sure they tend to do that, do they?
It's probably cinematics, isn't it? But if any one frame in this was captured in engine, I think maybe the bit where they're riding on the horses, that looked a little bit like it could be game engine at work. So I don't know, who knows? But
okay, so we have a series of kind of scene setting. This is what the setting that the game's going to be in. All these 3 scenes. Next up, we've got the campfire and the starry night. And this is your favourite.
Oh man, I love this one. That is awesome. I mean, that's a new desktop wallpaper for me right there. Like that's
the stars
superb.
are fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, it's really nice lighting and everything.
Single guy again at a campfire at night.
Yeah.
Is that you again?
I think it's kind of hinting at these 7. Why I took it to be the first time I watched it was that it was all these 7 characters, whoever they are all separate. They're all got their own thing. They're all in their own place, and then maybe through the course of the game they come together for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I think that's the kind of subtle story that was being told in this trailer.
Well, I've got a different theory. I'll tell you that at the end. But anyway, let's move on.
Right.
Okay, next we have looks like a cowboy returning from a hunt. He's got a deer on the back of his horse. He's got a shotgun in his hand or a rifle, and he's heading back towards his ranch by the looks of it. So
hunting obviously was a huge part of Red Dead Redemption, wasn't it? It was a way of earning a bit of money, and then you had to do it to unlock certain costumes, I think, if I remember rightly. So it was a big part of the game, and it was really enjoyable as well. As much as I hate kind of killing animals, it was really fun.
Next up is the canoe scene, and what looks like a Native American paddling a cowboy around.
Yeah, we kind of tried to zoom in a little bit here to try and see what was going on, I think that's what it does kind of suggest. And again, these could just be complete like randoms, though. These could be anyone. Just setting the tone, but. They could be characters from the game. It's that thing where you look back on the trailer in a few months' time after they've revealed more of the details, more of the characters, and you'll see, oh yeah, that's that guy. So it's interesting.
Looking at the map that was leaked, though, a few months ago, there are some, like an island area where you maybe have to cross a river, so maybe canoeing is part of it.
The definite waterways there. Yes, riding a canoe would be... I think in in Red Dead Redemption it was kind of a barge or something, and it was a bit of a set piece that you were just stood on it. So I don't know. Hopefully they could handle it a bit more dynamically this time, and that you actually control the thing.
Next up, we have the train rolling across the screen, and maybe the train is herding a buffalo. I don't know, but there's loads of buffalo there too. That's great herding skills by the train if it is. But buffaloes and trains, that kind of westerny type of feel.
Oh man, it's like they've just been cherry picking exactly the kind of scenes that you want to see from a western. It's superb.
And then we have Civilization. We've got Worth's General Store, where they're selling alcohol and all sorts of stuff. Next up, we have Worth's General Store. We see a first bit of the town, one of the towns. You see a carriage rolling across the screen, and it unveils one of the shops in town, basically.
Yeah, this is trying to evoke that armadillo, isn't it, from Red Dead Redemption. I think that's the first thing that came to my mind when I was looking at this, is just trying to evoke that feeling of kind of, that frontier town, just one row of kind of buildings, and that's about it, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, there's a guy walking with a plank to the right hand side. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. It looks like he's building his own house or something.
Get some building done.
It kind of hints towards like one of these towns being built. It looks like it's currently being built. I don't know. It reeks of Deadwood for me. The gold rush type of it. I don't know. That's just me, but that's what I'm taking from it. Next up, we have my hero. This single guy in this trailer so far is me. So this is me again, mounting my horse on my ranch. I hope it's just a single playable character. Anyway, and with cows in the background.
This to me is this is when I started thinking that all of these individual cowboys and stuff were part of the 7. They've all got their own thing going on. This guy's whatever, in a barn. They're all going to meet up at some point. That's what I really believe that.
So whether it is or isn't the same single character running through Empleton now, we don't know. But moving on, we've got another kind of from a town. We're in town again. We've got vultures ripping apart a carcass. We've got a dog barking. We've got a burning building to the left. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. A couple of people milling around. So I don't know if it looks maybe to me like there's been some sort of raid, or someone's burnt the building, some sort of attack, and the car, there's like a dead wolf that these vultures are pulling apart. Maybe that's what's just happened.
It's a grim image, really, but it's really quite beautiful as well, and just because of how the fidelity of the graphics and just the sense of the image is really strong.
And then the voice comes, and it all gets really dark.
When the time comes, you gotta run and don't look back. This is over.
Now we're in a night scene. We've got a burning ground. We've got another silhouetted man walking around, and the voice says at this point, "Listen to me. When the time comes, you gotta run and don't look back. This is over."
And that's not a country and western song. That is
exactly what he said.
Yeah. So it's all very subtle, isn't it? It's not. It's all hints and imagery and nothing concrete, but that's that's what all good announcement
This is us again, standing in the embers, the flames. It's so gotta be us, isn't it?
I don't know. I feel like this is a bad guy. I feel like this is a bandit, or this is who you as a character are running from. That's what my feeling is.
And then the final scene is the 7 horsemen, much talked about so far, running towards us and running beyond us with the pistols drawn, ready for battle. And with the words "don't look back," "run and don't look back, this is over," ringing in your ears, it kind of seems like we're being chased by these 7 people. For me, anyway. People have hinted that these 7 characters being playable, and they hope that there might be 7 characters playable. I think it's just you're the single guy. I'm hoping anyway, at least. And for some reason, these 7 guys are after you. So
you're trying to take them all out.
Yeah, I think that would make most sense to me, judging by this trailer. But obviously, you guys might have different opinions. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I don't know about this 7. It's really puzzling me so far. I think your theory is a good theory. I do like it, but I still think that it's going to be a game about gathering them all together for whatever purpose after that. I don't think. I don't know. I don't think they would have them on the key art, on the wall, on the kind of teaser image, if they were the bad guys. So I'm not sure. It's all very vague at this point, but it's all very exciting as well. So I'm not sure. The trailer overall, though, it looked just spectacular, didn't it? Stunning. It was amazing,
absolutely stunning. Worth noting that there's varying different kinds of animals and wildlife in it. The cows, dogs, geese. I saw an armadillo, I think, a deer, vulture, buffalo, horses. Much the same as the original.
Yeah.
And you know, if it does stick with the original, then you know, hours and hours of hunting ahead of us. That's for sure.
There's a lot of vegetation I've noticed as well, a lot of greenery, and it was, you know, the Red Dead Redemption was very dry. It was arid kind of locations, and there was a bit of forest and stuff to the north of the game world, but it was mostly desert, cactuses, and that sort of thing. So there was a lot of vegetation in this one, which I thought was interesting. No characters really revealed, or even the setting. It was all kind of hints, really, wasn't it? It was nothing solid, like. So that's what we think, guys. Let us know in the comments if you picked up anything else that we might have missed, and stick around with Pretty Good Gaming for more Red Dead Redemption content.
This is over.